With Olympic gold on the line, Sidney Crosby is named Team Canada captain while the nation holds its breath for two Canadian medal hopefuls facing down injury. Plus, American skier Lindsey Vonn's dream of an Olympic comeback crashes in just 13 seconds. The head of the Washington Post, Music, steps down after massive layoffs, leaving some foreign correspondents stranded overseas and in danger. It has been, confounding music for many journalists. And the huge medical risk that's paying off. He really, music, has defied the odds we all thought at that time. The first of its kind brain cancer treatment for kids that's saving more than their lives. Global National reporting tonight, Colleen Christie. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. The second full day of the Milano Cortina Olympics is wrapping up with plenty of excitement and drama, but a long wait is also ending for hockey fans as NHL players finally return to the games. Members of Canada's men's hockey team arrived in Milan earlier today. Among them, two-time Olympic gold medalist Sidney Crosby, who's been named team captain. Of course, he's not the only hockey superstar on the team, with Connor McDavid on the roster. Not since Sochi in 2014 have NHL players laced up for the Olympics, setting up a long-awaited rematch of the Vancouver 2010 heated rivalry between Canada and the US. Heartbreak tonight though for Team USA. A career of one of its star skiers almost certainly came to a painful end today. After coming out of retirement in 2024, then suffering an ACL tear just over a week ago. 41-year-old gold medalist Lindsey Vonn was aiming for an incredible Olympic comeback. But mere seconds into her downhill race, she suffered a devastating crash. Candace Cole reports. What started out as a hopeful comeback ended just 13 seconds into the women's downhill final Sunday when former Olympic gold medalist Lindsey Vonn took a violent tumble after clipping the fourth gate down the slope, knocking her off balance. The crash bringing Vann's dreams of reviving her Olympic career crashing to a halt. Vonn, who'd come out of retirement to ski down her beloved slopes in Cortina, where she'd competed many times before, could be heard screaming before being airlifted to a nearby hospital. Heartbreaking to see. She obviously, went through this a few days ago. It's disappointing cause it was for her to come back and try to be here this week based on the accident she already had. I was really hopeful that she'd have a really good last Olympics. Just a week ago, Vann ruptured a ligament in her knee during a race in Switzerland. But determined to press on, Vann said her knee felt great with the support of her knee brace. Vann initially retired from skiing in 2019 following years of injuries suffered over the course of her career, including multiple ACL tears, prompting her to believe she could no longer compete. Vann's American teammate, Breezy Johnson, went on to win the gold medal following the accident. Johnson said her heart goes out to Vann, empathizing with the pain Vonn may be feeling after crashing on a course she's so fond of. Vann is now recovering in an intensive care unit in Treviso following surgery on a broken leg. Candace Cole, Global News, Washington. Sad news if you're following curling at the Olympics. Canada's Brett Gallant and Jocelyn Peterman, the husband and wife duo we featured on the newscast last night, have been eliminated from medal contention in mixed doubles. After a fifth straight loss today to South Korea in the round robin, the couple failed to qualify for the tournament's playoffs. They will now try to eke out a win against Switzerland tomorrow. Canada also missed the curling playoffs in Beijing in 2022, but did win gold for mixed doubles during the 2018 Games in South Korea. One of the best feel-good stories at these Olympics is Canadian, but right now it's on hold. Paris skaters Diana Stellato-Judek and Maxim Duchamp were favored to be medal contenders, but after an injury in training last week, they may have to pull out. At 42, Stellato-Judek will be one of the oldest athletes at these games if she's cleared to skate. Mike Armstrong has been following their story in Milan. Mike. Well, Colleen, we're still waiting for an update on Stellato-Judek. She and Dessen already had to pull out of the team event. We went to one of their recent practices at their home rink just outside Montreal where the injury happened last week, but they were set to be one of the big stories at these games and age was only one of the reasons. It's got to be now. They are the least likely of pairs. One who